Hello, welcome back to CJ Models. Back with our Airfix 148 scale F86f Sabre. The cockpit and parts are dry now. I put down a bit of a gloss varnish just for our decals. 2 on the side panels and 1 on the instrument panel. Unfortunately, the seat belts haven't come today, so that's on hold, but I don't know if you can see. The seat is done. Just needs the harnesses. And then they'll slot into there. So they can go. I'll need this. So what we can do, the air intake is all dry, which got one more part to slot on. Slots on like so. We got the 2 parts to make up the undercarriage or wheel well, whichever you want to call it. And then we can make up our gun bay then. I'm going to let the decals do some work first. I'm going to make up this gun bay for, not gun bay, just finish off the air intake first. So that's all done, that's all in. You can put the, it's like a filter I'm guessing, for the front, that's optional. I'm not going to personally. So we have it like this, and like so. So that just slots in. Yeah. Like so. We'll get that glued up. We'll use the normal Tamiya cement and then the extra thin. And then we'll just drop in some extra thin. Just on the pins, maybe a bit around. And then we can flip it over. And then we got our side pieces. Here. Let's work out which side is which. Right, so that's our pin. This little part here then. Let's work out, make sure before we glue. I think I want to cleaning off actually. So they then slot in around here. Yeah, they go in there like so. Shall I just drop in? I'll do some Tamiya cement and as I'm doing it, and the extra thin. Drop in both. Make sure I got this the right way now. Okay. Gotta say, that's an awesome fit. What I might do is just peg it each side, just so we can, one peg will do. Just pull that in. Sorry, no, let's lift this up a bit. It wasn't on camera very much. Sorry about that. So, that's our undercarriage bay made. We'll set that aside now. And then, should we do the decals now, or let's have a look at them, is it? Clean brush. I got some water. Just a bowl of water. I've already let the decals themselves soak, well, 30 seconds in the water, and then just leave them on the side for a bit. Get rid of the numbers. Right, we'll do the instrument panel first. So just dab in a bit of water to start. The gloss varnish should help with moving. So, okay. Be a bit of fiddling by the looks. And a bit of water. A little cocktail stick to hand. Gonna have to put a lot of solution down on this, I think. Get it sit in all the dials. So that's the instrument panel. Can't really see that. Oh, there you go. I'll do a shorts video just to... I know it's not very good. It's hard to tell when it comes this small. Now, I just want to check which one is for the side panels. 2 is closest to me. So, I'll lay down a bit of water again. this one going to be very hard to see with the color contrast. I thought this would be an issue. There is one there. Can't really tell too much, but I know I've done it. This one, it's going to be exactly the same, to be honest. I always check my finger these days, just in case. Never know. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of this off camera today. So there we are. There's, it's very hard to tell, but they are on there, I promise. And the instrument panel. That's about as best you're going to see it. So there's the 3 decals for them. I will put some micro set down afterwards. Hopefully get them all sit in all the recesses and all the panels. So now we can make up our gun bay. So we'll set this out as it should be. I've got all the parts next to me here. I don't know if it's worth the old tweezers, or can you just drop them in? As it stands, you can just drop them in. So I'll hold it with the tweezers. This is where I start making things fly across the room. So I get all 3 guns on first, and then we'll do the extra thin after. So we'll drop that in. Just 2 locating pins, and then 2 holes there. Drop that in. Actually, I won't be able to do that. I'll have to drop in some extra thin now. So that's one. And our second gun. I've cleaned all these up, like I said. This one's going to be a bit more tricky. I knew they were going to be a little bit fiddly, but yeah, they slot in there. So just Again, 2 locating pins, 2 holes. Nice and simple. You just drop in. That's what he says. So, a bit of extra thin again. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And these are why I want these open, because there's so much detail on them. And then the third. That just slots in there, lovely. So let's drop a bit of cement on it, Tamiya cement. I'll make the other one of these off camera. No point doing the same thing twice. Just get boring. Look a bit tight, they do. It's fine. Okay, extra thin. Just drop some of that in. And then our recoil packs, or they're holders actually, sorry. So they go like so. Right, these are the ones which normally go flinging across the room. So let's be a little bit careful, yeah. Oops, we'll just drop it. What I'll do, I'll see if I can do it with my hands. As you can tell, I'm not the best with tweezers, not these days. Find my hands work better. That's one. I'll glue all 3 like this, and then I will extra thin them after. I find, oh bloody hell, I'm off camera, sorry. I find just dropping them in easier than the tweezers. Whatever works, I find with things like this. There's no written rule. Just drop it in. Just place them in. And square them off then. So there we go. They're them. And then we need to do the bullets then. Now then, these are what I think are going to be fiddly. So the first one goes like so. I think this isn't cleaned up properly, if you're the honest truth. No. So just clean this up a bit. Right, so here's a little curved bit which sits in the gun. Nice little bit of glue, and I'll stick in there lovely. So we'll do our Tamiya cement and then extra thin afterwards. And this is why I'll spray all this up after. We'll get it on the plane and then we'll spray them up after. Again, I'll do them like this. Oh, sorry. And then we'll do the other two. Again, I don't think that's supposed to be there. I was very careful with these when I was cleaning them off, when they come off a sprue, because they are quite flimsy. That's the part we really don't want to be breaking. And that one sits in there like so. Excuse if my head's in the way and it's off camera. Could do with a bigger camera, I think. So just slot that in. That sits like so. Do exactly the same thing again. I'm sure I'll have to clean up. How do I do that then? I cleaned up not very well, but just watch your fingers. As you can tell, I've already cut myself today. All part of the job. And that one slots in like so. Oop. So a bit of glue. Don't like leaving the lids open long in case the glue starts to separate. Okay. Like I said, I'll just drop some extra thin on here now. Hopefully then. So that's our gun bay all together. And then I'll just slot into the fuselage. I'll do the other one off camera. Is there anything else I can do? Hopefully, and I said this yesterday, but hopefully the harnesses get delivered tomorrow and then we can put the cockpit tub in, put the seats in. I'll let that dry a bit and then I'll dab on some micro set and sol, and hopefully they'll conform into the dials. And we can do, well, I need the harnesses really. So we'll see what we do tomorrow. I'll make one more of them gun bays off camera, and then we'll make another video with our progress then. So thank you very much. Appreciate all the support as always. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Thank you.